slain activist to be laid to rest. I'm Kathleen Maloney, Fox News. Charlie Kirk's funeral is scheduled for next Sunday in Glendale, Arizona, according to his group, Turning Point USA.
Thousands of supporters have shown up to pay tribute to Charlie Kirk. And since his widow, Erica, spoke out about his assassination Friday night and vowed to continue his work, Turning Point USA has received at least 18,000 new chapter requests. Erica Kirk spoke publicly for the first time since her husband's assassination Friday evening, and through tears, she expressed her deep love for him. She says he laid down his life for her, our nation, and their children, and described Kirk as the perfect husband and father. She also shared a very emotional moment, describing what she told her young daughter when she asked where her father was following his death.
Fox's Christina Coleman. Meanwhile, activity today at the site of the shooting.
There is digging at the site today where the now infamous white tent was that Charlie was shot in. University officials tell Fox grass is being ripped up to lay down new pavement and flowers to revive the area. A man trampled the memorial for Charlie Kirk at the Turning Point headquarters in Phoenix. Our photog on the scene says the man kicked over flowers, vases, and balloons. He was taken to the ground by an onlooker and then arrested. The suspect is being held. He was booked on capital murder, and we expect the charges to be formally filed on Tuesday for his first appearance.
Fox's Matt Finn at the Utah County Jail in Spanish Fork, Utah. Tyler Robinson is being held without bail. An explosion in a building in Madrid kills at least one person, injured at least 25. Rescue workers found the body of a man in a rescue operation with search dogs following the explosion. The blast damaged a nearby cafe and store. America is listening to Fox News.
This is Jason Chaffetz from the Jason in the House podcast. Join me every Monday to dive deeper into the latest political headlines and chat with remarkable guests.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com
or wherever you download podcasts.
Drivers across the country will see a drop in prices at the pump. Oil industry analyst Trilby Lundberg, publisher of the Lundberg Survey, tells us how much.
Nationally, the price of regular grade gasoline jumped nearly 7 cents in the past 3 weeks. And from here, it's probably going to reverse itself and go down, maybe by a very similar amount.
Lundberg says the reason for the expected decrease in prices is because of repairs that have been made at the BP Whiting refinery in Indiana. President Trump and First Lady Melania are heading to the UK to meet with the Prime Minister and the royal family. Fox's Lucas Tomlinson with the details.
This will be an unprecedented second state visit to Britain for President Trump, with ending Russia's war in Ukraine likely high on the agenda, and President Trump sending a letter to all NATO allies, which reads in part, quote, I am ready to do major sanctions on Russia when all NATO nations have agreed and started to do the same thing, and when all NATO nations stop buying oil from Russia. And later wrote, it's Biden's and Zelensky's war. Now, Republican Congressman Don Bacon responded, Mr. President, Putin is the one who is the invader, and now this war is on your watch, and you'll be judged in the history books in the decades to come by your actions or lack thereof.
The president is the first to be invited for 2 state visits by a British monarch. He and the First Lady were hosted in 2019 during his first term. Texas Republican Congressman Michael McCall announcing he will not seek re-election in 2026. McCall, who was first elected to Congress in 2004, is serving his 11th term. He says he's looking for a new challenge. The former chairman of the Homeland Security and Foreign Affairs Committees is the 3rd House Republican to announce his retirement from public office this year. I'm Kathleen Maloney. This is Fox News.
I'm Janice Dean. Join me every Sunday as I focus on stories of hope and people who are truly rays of sunshine in their community and across the world.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com. Fox Sports Update.
A huge college football Saturday, and what a finish in Atlanta. Georgia Tech and Clemson tied at 21 very late.
His career-long 51, that's from 55. The snap is off. It is on the way. It's got the distance.
All right, a little tough to hear, but you get the idea. ESPN with the call. Tech knocks off 12th-ranked Clemson 24-21 on the last-second 55-yard field goal. Oklahoma ranked 13th in the country. They smoked Temple 42-3. Fourth-ranked Oregon houses Northwestern 34-14. Alabama over Wisconsin 38-14. And number 23 Michigan routs Central Michigan 63-3.
Listen to the all-new Brett Baier podcast featuring Common Ground, in-depth talks with lawmakers from opposite sides of the aisle, along with all your Brett Baier favorites like his all-star panel and much more. Available now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
From the NFL, Commanders running back Austin Eckler suffered a torn right Achilles. He's going to miss the remainder of the season. Chiefs receiver Xavier Worthy will not play in Sunday's Super Bowl rematch with the Eagles, thanks to a dislocated shoulder. No Brock Purdy for the 49ers against the Saints, and Brock Bowers practiced on Saturday for the Raiders after missing both Thursday and Friday. He's expected to play Monday night. Elsewhere, according to reports, the Dolphins have no plans to trade Tyreek Hill. They haven't even received any calls from teams interested in the star receiver. All right, turning our attention now to the baseball diamond. 2 weeks to go in the regular season. Blue Jays walk off the Orioles 5-4. Yankees hang on to beat the Red Sox at Fenway 5-3. Toronto keeps their 3-game lead over New York in the AL East. Rangers send the Mets to an 8th straight loss with a 3-2 victory over New York. Marlins score late to upset the Tigers 6-4. Pirates take out the Nationals 5-1. It's Game On with the Fox Sports app, available wherever you download apps. I'm Jay Berman.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
This is Jimmy Fallon, inviting you to join me for Fox Across America, where we'll discuss every single one of the Democrats' dumb ideas. Just kidding. It's only a 3-hour show. Listen live at noon Eastern or get the podcast at foxacrossamerica.com.
If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at NMICrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
As the day unfolds with laughter and cheer, Brad's got the magic that brings us all near. Sharing tales of hope, dreams that shine bright. Good morning, Marianas, together we ignite. So join the palm trees, we dance through the days, the rhythm and soul in so many ways. Together we rise through the moments we share. Good morning, Marianas, feel the love everywhere. Wake up to the sunshine in the morning light. Good vibes all around, everything feels right. Brad on the show, bringing joy to our day. Into the Marianas breeze, let the worries drift away. Yeah, that was the air. Connection grows stronger. We show that we care. Rocks on to feel the soulful flow. Look right on in Mariana, that's where you belong. The sweet island breeze and the ocean's embrace. Brad's got the stories, sunlight behaves. Outside meditated, fall in this ride. Yeah, we're shining with love as our guide. So raise your voices high, let the music play on. Good morning, Marianas, we're where you belong.
Did you know today is the first day of the best week you've ever had in your entire life? Good morning, Marianas. It is Monday. It is September 15th, and it is 7:39 a.m. Thank you for joining us today as we talk about everything that's happening with the news, sports, and weather, and we're bringing it to you in Nerdovision. That's right. I was feeling glasses this morning. I guess that was it. I've got the glasses, the contacts, but today I'm in full-on nerd mode, and so you ask me questions. You want me to seem smart? Today's the day. You can pick the topic and ask me what you want, and we will bring it to you in a nerdier fashion than what you're normally used to. Anyway, man, I'll tell you what, we had a great weekend. All the way around, just another great weekend here in the Marianas. Weird weather yesterday. You know, it was a combination of that rain, but it didn't feel any cooler. I mean, it was still hot AF. And that's even in the evening yesterday. Could not shake it. It was not a beautiful, nice and cool and relaxing day. But anyway, man, I'll tell you what. Oh, my goodness. Look at you guys already getting in there talking football. I see you ready to talk about the Chiefs already. Man, we're going to get to these scores in just a little bit. Oh, good morning, Piling Gazetmo in the house, saying he's saying good morning, and to all the other hot and sexy people of the CNMI. Gotta love it. All right, Tobot Castro, the tip man from Dan Dan, who's now the weatherman from Dan Dan. Great to see you, my man. Thanks for tuning in. Josefa, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Great to see you this morning. And, of course, I can actually see you watching the show with these glasses. That's how powerful they are. Patrick Lazama's in the house. Good morning, Patrick. Thanks for tuning in and joining us this morning. We're going to have a lot of fun. We got you guys seeing everybody from all over watching the show this morning. And but the thing is, you still got to get to work. Some of you guys might already be there, but some of you aren't. So let's give you a look at traffic and let you know what's going on the roads right now. A little bit slippery in some spots for sure, as it has been sprinkling around this morning. No doubt about it. And you can see all the hot spots by the schools are going off right now. Over there by the home of the Canaries, folks are making their way through Papago, trying to get to the home of the Canaries, and going up the hill, getting toward Cagman is one thing, but then when you're over there by Akidza Drive, that's the big drop-off street for San Vicente Elementary School. Over there by Shell Dan Dan, just some intersection traffic, nothing too crazy. Even the college looks pretty good. No backups over by Tune Joaquin Doi, but you can see the parents are lining up trying to get their kids to Saipan International School this morning. In both directions, traffic making people's lives a little less happy. But at least that aircon's working in the car, right? I hope. All right, over there by Hopwood, you can see over in Chalumpiao, folks are over there trying to get their kids to the next level of learning in the Marianas. It's a great spot over there, and they are definitely busy. Folks trying to get their kids over to Mount Carmel. There's a little bit of a delay for traffic there by the intersection, and they're doing some interesting stuff, man. They cut down those beautiful trees. They turned that little memorial park into now a turn lane. I don't even know what the plan really was for that intersection, but it certainly seems a little off. Anyway, let's keep going all the way up to the intersection by us. Looks pretty good. And over there by the intersection that matters, where connections matter, IT&E looking mighty fine today. Other than that, Beach Road and Middle Road looking pretty good up until you get by Natural Nail Spa, and you're in a natural traffic jam. It is slow all the way going north up to Dial Rent to Own, where you got Subway over there. You'd rather take a Subway than get caught in the traffic, that's for sure. Let's keep going all the way up. You're making your way to the intersection at the pickleball courts / tennis courts. Just a little minor delay, but you are going to get slowed down when you get over there by Puerto Rico if you're trying to get north. Once you pass by the, there's a ambulance going past us. Once you get by Puerto Rico, you can see once you get past the MH1 and MH2, it's going to be slow go if you're heading north. Getting up the hill and getting around the hill on East Drive, pretty easy. That's looking mighty fine. So this is the right time, I guess. People just taking a chill day today at the office, which is exactly what you want. But, you could avoid all of that, and you don't have to even pay attention to traffic. All you have to do is get on the bus. The bus, yeah, that's right, the Blue Line. Get with Transit CNMI, and they could take you where you need to go, as long as it's on the Blue Line. I mean, that's the place that you want to go. They can get you just about anywhere for about $2. Exact change $2 also if you're going to be getting around them. It is $2 to get anywhere that they go on the Blue Line. And that's for students, veterans, active duty military, senior citizens, aka Manamco. And if you've got disabilities, guess what? If you're in any of those categories, it's only $1. That's right, half off. You can't beat it. It is great. And make sure that you pay in exact change, because they're not out there like a cash register. Their number, if you want to get some more information, 236-2682, and they will be happy to get you where you need to go. They're open Monday through Friday, 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 p.m. On the weekends and holidays, though, they end a little bit early, so plan for that, 6:30 in the morning to 8 p.m. That's how you do it. That's how you debate. That's how you get a ride to where you need to go. They're great. I love them. The buses are clean. They are air conditioned. They're modern. They're new. And guess what? There's free Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi. You know how you're not supposed to be driving and looking at your phone, but you do it anyway? Well, with Transit CNMI, you don't have to worry about possibly having a terrible thing happen because it'd be your fault. And they're helping people get around all over the island. It's the best way to go. I recommend it. They're great. We haven't done it yet, but we are going to do one of our live shows from the bus. No kidding. We are totally going to be doing it on Transit CNMI. And who are our guests going to be? You figure it's got to be folks from Transit CNMI, but it could be anyone. It could be folks from the business community, from the government, you name it. One of the things I like the best about it is that you're able to see where the buses are on the route. They have it live on their website, so you can see if you're going to be waiting for a while wherever it is that you're going. So Transit CNMI, it's not just a good thing locally. They were recognized nationally for being the best small market rural transit system in the whole United States. And they're making the whole CNMI look good because of what they're doing. All right, well, let's talk about some of the other stuff that's going on right now. There's plenty of it. So for a couple of minutes, if you are one of those people that wait on your football information until later tonight, you're going to have to plug in your earmuffs, because we're going to give you an update on the scores. Don't worry, it's not going to be for too long. But let's give you an update. Here we go. NFL action right now. The Broncos and the Colts are going at it right now. They're they are at halftime. The Broncos 21, Colts 20 right now. Panthers and Cardinals going at it in Arizona. Arizona leading 20-3 at the half. The Chiefs and the Eagles also at halftime. They're all knotted up at 10 apiece. The late game that's going to be coming on after our show, Falcons at Minnesota. And so that could be a good game for the Vikings to prove if their win last week was just a fluke. All right, here's the results from earlier in the day. The Bengals, hooday! They beat the Jags in Cincy. That's right, they won in the jungle. What a wild one between the Giants and the Cowboys. This game was going back and forth. The fourth quarter was crazy. Regular time wasn't enough. They had to go to overtime. And the Cowboys end up winning 40-37. My goodness. Even to get it to overtime, the Cowboys had to kick a 64-yarder to tie it up. What a game, man. I'm telling you, it was awesome. The Lions came back big, proving that Chicago still sucks. It's 52-21. The Lions in their divisional rival. Man, what a 52-21. Sorry, guys. The LA Rams knocking off the Titans 33-19. The Patriots and the Dolphins in a wild one. 33-27 for the Boston guys. 49ers ended up winning. Oh, boy, that was a good game. It came down to one of the last plays. But the 49ers ended up holding off the Saints after the Saints fumbled it and gave up the game. The Buffalo Bills not having a drop-off after that wild game against the Ravens last week. They win 30-10 over the Jets in New Jersey. That's right, I said New Jersey. All right, the Seahawks, Luis's team, they won over the Steelers 31-17. Is the new Sam Darnold era upon us in Seattle? My goodness, just amazing. And the Baltimore Ravens score 41 points to beat the Browns 41-17. Well, it's the Browns. I mean, what are you going to do? The Green Bay Packers, in case you missed it, they ended up knocking off the Commanders 27-18 last week to kick off the week on Thursday Night Football. But what a week it was so far. I mean, the Ravens, again, they scored 40 last week. They scored 41 this week. They are on fire. The Lions, though, man, I'll tell you what, after having a lousy week last week, the Lions coming back and showing, hey, we can still play. In fact, they were playing at home against their former offensive coordinator, who's now the head coach of the Bears. So they end up scoring just double-digit points in every quarter to knock off their division rivals. That was something. Big news for the Cincinnati Bengals, even though they won against the Jags. Big injury, Joe Burrow going down. He had some kind of a toe injury, so we're going to find out more about what's going on with him. Man, what a rough one for those guys. And the Bengals improved to 2-0 on the season, but where are they going to go from here without their quarterback? That's going to be a tough one for sure. See, it was such an intense game, I needed a water break. And, man, that Patriots and Dolphins game, what a game. I'll tell you what, the Dolphins ended up scoring on a punt return. And then on the ensuing kickoff, the Patriots ran it back. I mean, what? Just a wild game over there. So that's your start. That is your start for, yeah, no kidding. That's your NFL wrap-up. So don't worry. It's okay. You're safe to come back now. You guys who are wearing earmuffs about that. The scores are over now, at least for now. We'll give you more updates about the late games in a little bit. And it looks like the Cardinals and Panthers are back at it now. They are about 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. Cardinals with a 20-3 lead, and they are driving. Man, they are driving quite a bit. They're in the red zone. It looks like they're on the 20. Man, Panthers not looking good. Not looking good at all. Anyway, oh, man, Bruce Camacho has it right. He's like, hey, Sam Darnold, he ain't seeing ghosts no more. You're right. He is not. He is looking like a man possessed. And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I really like that guy, and I'm glad he's doing well. PJ is a big fan of the Seahawks. She got to be happy about that, too. Oh, yeah, Louisa, somewhere in Garapan, Eric Larson is happy. No doubt about it. You can't find a better Cowboys fan and a more dedicated fan. He's just a good dude, too. But his team won, so he's going to be a happy guy as well. Oh, man, I don't know if I want to open this video. I probably can't do it on the show. Okay, good. Definitely not a Saipan video, so I don't have to open it on the show. You guys, I don't know if you have your friend who sends you all the cool videos, but I've got one of those friends. One of those friends who sends me the videos that I don't feel safe opening when people are around. I just can't. I don't know if it's going to be a football highlight or if it's going to be a tragedy or if it's going to be this really nice video that has some awful sound effects of like some moaning or something. Like that guy is the guy who just sent me this message. And if he's watching, he's in Tinian right now. He's the best. All right, Broncos and Colts just getting underway here in the second half, and they're getting it started. What else do we got over here? Yeah, said, why is it that whenever the Cards are going to play, it rains? Oh, man, I know. It's so funny. I saw Nate Camacho last night at soccer. You know who's playing soccer? Eli Augenbaugh, the Amish assassin. I'm like, man, if I knew that I could have got him on our soccer team, I would have reached out. We could use a couple guys, and that would have been awesome. Mariano Iglesias is with us. Mariano, thanks for joining us today. Great to see you, man. Pat Itzabar, listen, YY, great to see you too. Thanks for tuning in. Who else we got out there? Connie Park Baza, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. No, I'm not opening it. Glenn says that we all have a special group of those videos. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Eric Mopness in the house. My veteran brother, great to see you. And I know I'll see you guys later. Today is the Field of Heroes ceremony. Going to be taking place over at American Memorial Park. There's going to be a walk that happens first from the Carolinian Oot all the way to AMP, and then we'll be there for the ceremony. So we'll see you guys there tonight if you're going to be out and about. Also today, this afternoon, the GOP, the Republican Party, is going to be doing a big press conference. I think it's at 2 o'clock. Hold on one second. So it's at 2 o'clock today. So we're going to be bringing that to you today live. So aside from the walk that'll happen later, we'll have that for you as well. So 1 second. Yeah. Oh man. I'll tell you what. We are going to take a real quick break. But I want to say, we just found out this morning, excuse me, that the wife of Joe Regis passed away this morning. And if you ever got to meet Joe and Marianne, some great folks, and I feel thinking about you guys, prayed for you guys already this morning. And, we'll be there for you. We'll be there with you. Joe's one of the founders of our local VFW post. And he had been there. He had been a supporter. He was Joe's Bar on Beach Road was one of the post home for the VFW for some time as well. And this is not an easy time for him. I know that his wife she's been going through some health issues for quite some time, and I know that she's in a better place. And I can only hope that the family will rally around him and be there for him, and they can remember the good times that they had with their wife and their mother, and now they're the late Marianne. So we're going to take a quick break on that. But if you've got a moment to say a prayer for the Regis family this morning, if you're the praying type, please do. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
All right, boys, you guys ready to see who got the longest bush?
Yeah, I got this. Let's go.
All right, boys, let's go.
All right, boys, ready? 3, 2, 1, bush!
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical-grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician, who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Wake up, sunshine, it's a brand new day. Brad's got the stories that'll light your way. Take a smile on his face, he's ready to share. Share. Good morning, Marianas. Feel the love in the air. Good morning, Marianas. Come join the fun. Together we'll shine like the morning sun.
With the waves crashing in, hear the oceans call. Brad brings the news that connects us all. From the islands to the world, those kind of wish. Good morning, Marianas, the best time of year.
Good morning, Marianas. Let's start the day. Laughter and stories, come what may.
All right, Marianas, welcome back. It is 8:02 here on Monday morning as you're getting ready and getting to your office. As you work for the government, you work for the private side, either way, 8:02. If you have to work at 8 o'clock today and you're not there yet, you're late, partner. Don't worry, it's okay. Tell your boss I said it's okay today. Say you want to drive slow and safe because it's wet out there today. 78 degrees right now. Can you believe it? 78 degrees. We have our aircon set at 79. It's warmer in here than it is outside. 78 degrees up there at Saipan International Airport. Humidity's at 93%, and we're looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout today. Partly sunny sky, high near 87. Gonna be a light wind, and they say the chance of rain is 30%. Well, it's raining right now. Spoiler alert. It's going to be cloudy tonight also, so if you're Josh Brazel, you're trying to get some nice satellite photos, not going to happen tonight, my man. Tomorrow, the next couple of days, it's going to look a little rainy. Scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow as well. It's going to be almost like a carbon copy of today. The only difference is that it's going to start with a different letter. That's looking like the same for Wednesday as well. So it's going to be a little on and off rain for the next couple of days. So just get used to that, guys. That is what is our playbook for the next few days. How about out there on traffic? Well, the roads are wet, so take your time out there, Marianas. Don't get out there. Don't be that guy on the road. Trust me, I was driving next to that guy this morning in his Mitsubishi Outlander. Yes, I know. It's not because it was a Mitsubishi, but it was a Mitsubishi. And it's not like it was a new one. This guy was in a hurry. I mean, and to get to nowhere.
Anyway, let's take a look at traffic this morning. It is a little bit backed up over there by where Middle Road meets the CMG over there by IT&E, the intersection that matters where connection matters. You can see it's blocked up all the way back to the old IT&E. And over there by the old AK, it's a little bit backed up as well, all the way to the other side of the dealership. Let's take a look down Beach Road. It's a little bit slow when you get over there by the BMV. That's because people are starting to make their way over to Marianas High School this morning. School starts at 9 a.m. for the high schoolers. What kind of a deal is that? I don't know, man. I wish my show started at 9 o'clock. Hey, all the way in Chalmpl, you got a little bit of backup over there by Hopwood, but it's not too bad. And it's not too bad over there by Guangdong Hardware. Looking around at Jalan Monsignor Martinez. It's already backed up from Shell Dandan all the way back to the Flores apartment. So it's going to be a little slow. You know how that is over there. So just take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Don't worry. And let's take a look all the way around Issa Drive. The Issa Drive's looking mighty fine, actually, right now. Let's see how it is over there by the Rodeo Drive section, by the shopping section. That's right. It is our Beverly Hills. It's New Sarah Market, Zenu Market, and Capitol Hill Market. Not looking bad over there either. The Merienda headquarters of Saipan. Looking pretty easy. Folks coming down from... looks like folks coming down from the north side a little bit slow as they're making your way through Puerto Rico, but not too bad. Over there by the intersection at the pickleball courts is looking pretty good too. And as you make your way through Garapan on Beach Road and Middle Road, it's looking pretty good. You might be having a secret race with people. I heard about this weekend. And today's not a bad day to take your time, though. The roads are a little bit slow. Over there by First Hawaiian Bank in Gualarai, by the Shell station where I just got my gas, it is a little bit slow in either direction as well, probably because of a school bus stop. So be careful over there, folks. Over there by Saipan, Vegas, I had something to say. I pulled it back. It's not too fast, but then it starts to back up again over there by the connection that matters, intersection that matters over there. And by the way, we're taking a look over there again right now over there at Transit CNY. We're able to see exactly where the buses are. There's one in Garapan right now doing its thing and getting people around on the blue line. You know, if you want to hop on there, it's only $2 to go each way. That's right, $2 to get you anywhere you need to go on the blue line. And it gets even better. If you're a student, a veteran, active duty military, Monamco, or you've got a disability, $1. That's 50% off. Is that the best deal or what? And you can hop on the blue line Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night. That's a great deal. Weekends and holidays, they reel it back a little bit, 6:30 in the morning to 8 p.m. because, hey, those drivers need lives too. And it's only $1 or $2, depending on what rate you qualify for. And you got to bring exact change. They are not making change out there, guys. Exact only. And you can give them a call at 236-2682 to learn more about it. Man, those buses are great. They're clean, they're air-conditioned, they're modern, and they've got free Wi-Fi. So you're able to connect to folks while you're on the go. You don't even have to pay attention to the road. Leave the driving to the drivers. You just sit there, get to school, get to work, get to your secret rendezvous, whatever it is that you want to do. Go on the blue line. They'll get you there. JJ Salmon, good morning. Great to see you. And Peeling, great to see you again, too. It's good to see all you guys chatting it up there in the comments. It is going to be a busy one for us today. So that's your traffic update. We got you your news and we got you a little bit of sports. In fact, man, that injury to Joe Burrow, we're looking to see if we can't get an update on it. They are giving live updates, but right now it just says he left with a toe injury during the second quarter, and that is not great. Luckily, his backup ended up winning the game for them, but I'll tell you what, it was not as exciting when Jake Browning is the quarterback compared to Joe Burrow, man, and that's a tough one. I mean, that dude lit up the league, almost threw for 5,000 yards last season, 4,918 yards last year, but now he's had some injuries the last couple of seasons, and yikes, you know, how is he going to do this year? I don't know, and that's going to be a big issue for them too. Again, we gave you an update on the NFL scores, and we're going to get into some of the local news here, talk about what's making waves. Today, a big announcement, like I said, coming up from the GOP today at 2 o'clock. So we're going to be there, Marianas Business Plaza, for their big announcement. What are they going to say? I imagine they're going to be talking about some of their candidates who are going to be running for office, opening it up. Are they going to announce who's running for governor? Wouldn't you think that would be more of the governor's side? Are they going to announce a primary? Do they have multiple candidates? What's going to happen? Well, tune in here. We're going to have it live at 2 o'clock with the local GOP letting us know what's going on. Speaking of GOP folks, mourning the loss of Charlie Kirk. That happened last week while we were doing the show. And then all the stuff that happened over the weekend, news kept coming out about who it was and what was happening. And it just happened so fast over the weekend. But they've got a guy in custody. His name is Tyler Robinson, 22-year-old Utah resident. He'll be formally charged on Tuesday, well, Wednesday for us. But he's in custody. And, there's been all kinds of videos that are coming out, photos coming out, and then you've got your conspiracy theorists coming out. They're talking about this plane that turned off its transponder. Like, what's going on? Anyway, all that stuff is true, and that's what's happening. And, that was odd. And I don't know if odd is the right word, but just everybody grieves differently. Everybody has their own process to go through. But, you saw Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica, giving a public address like a couple of days after her husband was killed. I can't imagine it. I mean, I can't imagine going on and giving some kind of a public statement like that, like a couple days later. I don't know, like who's in her circle encouraging her to do that and all that stuff just seems, like a bit much. I mean, she was there with her kids. Well, anyway, they've got the guy in custody, and today the report through Reuters is that he is not being cooperative. And we've been seeing some videos that are coming out of him in his cell. It just looks weird. The guy's just doing weird stuff in his cell. Anyway, there's a lot going on with this guy, a lot to unpack about that. And we're just going to continue to get more information about it. Apparently his parents, and he lived at home, apparently his parents were big-time conservatives. And he is definitely the opposite of that. He had all kinds of messages that he wrote on the bullet casings and on I think on his weapons as well. It's interesting. Oh no. Okay, so maybe he wasn't living at home, but this is his parents. This is, oh jeez, I don't even want to read this. But I'll tell you what, I won't read it out to you guys, but apparently what's going on is that his roommate, who is also his romantic partner, has been really cooperative. And, it seems like everybody around this guy has been really cooperative about turning him in and everything. I don't know if they knew that this guy had some issues, but like even his parents were involved in turning him in, like his father, their pastor, now his roommate, who's, again, it says right here, there's a lot more detail about who his partner is and all that stuff, but given the climate that we have politically right now, I don't need to go down that road about this guy. But yeah, here are some of the things that he wrote on the bullets, on the bullet casings. One of them said, "Hey, fascist, catch." Another one said, "If you read this, you're gay." Another one says LMAO. There's no F in that one, but I think I just put it in there. So he had a whole lot of stuff going on, this guy, when you read more and more information about him. I mean, they're really trying him in the court of public opinion even before he gets to court, and that's what's happening right now. A lot of info and all that. Now, I didn't really follow Charlie Kirk So, like, you know, everybody came out, all these folks, not everybody, but came out with messages about him and all that. And, it's a tragedy whenever somebody's shot, usually, right? I mean, unless it's a bad guy. But, you know, I listened to a lot of the stuff since his passing. Like, I had seen some of his little video clips and all that stuff before he passed away, but like, he wasn't on my radar. I wasn't tracking him. I knew he was the prove me wrong guy, and I thought that was kind of a cool thing that he was doing. You know, like, I liked it. And I liked the way that he would deal with some of the people at the colleges. And some of the people, I'll tell you, like, to be fair, you know, listening to some of the reactions from some of the college students, and I just like, they're just freaks, some of them, you know, they are just freaks the way they would, they wouldn't be able to have a regular conversation. They couldn't have I wouldn't even say it was a debate, but a rational exchange of ideas and conversation. And it's awful, you know. Now, what happens before that stuff? Is there like at a comedy show, do you have someone warming up the crowd, getting them antagonized before that happens? No. I think what happened was that there's when they find out that someone like that's coming to campus, they get a whole bunch of people all riled up, people who don't really know much about who it is, and they just hate the guy no matter what, right? No matter who it is or whoever the speaker is. You've seen it over the years, and the highlights when the colleges have had public speakers scheduled to come on, people protest about having that public speaker, and it's like, well, free speech, you know, you're going to protest about them not being able to talk. All right, well, either way, whatever it is, I am not the champion of Charlie Kirk's causes or anything. I think that I've heard a lot of stuff from him that I like, that makes a lot of sense to me. That sounds normal, and it's got a real healing nature to it. Some of the stuff that he said, I heard a couple of things that I think maybe are a little too much for me. But hey, I think I probably could have had a good conversation with him and a good exchange of ideas. He didn't drink, so I couldn't have had a beer with him. But I would have enjoyed having one of those conversations. I would have liked to have seen him at a campus having those conversations and those exchanges with folks. Now, I wouldn't be picking up any of those fancy 47 hats or the MAGA hats or anything like that. Not like I am, because I'm not like a pro you as a politician person, right? Like, I don't get into that whole party and all that other stuff. It's more about the issues that the people champion. But so I wouldn't have been out there like collecting hats with this guy. But I would have liked to been at one of these events just to see for myself, not from a video, what these college students are like when they're there. You know, like, and college campuses often lean left anyway, based on the nature of them. Not everybody. You get guys like McNitch over at UOG, who's just the opposite of that. You know, he's a right-leaning guy, and you need that, I think, on the campuses too. I feel like you need the adult in the room. Ooh, I know. Some of you guys aren't going to like that, but still, I feel like that's an important thing to have. You know, so the passion and the spirited nature, the want to fight for something and for someone, they're all good things to have over there in college. But again, you need to mix in critical thinking with that stuff. So that's why I would have liked to have seen some of that stuff. And it probably just reinforces about like how some of those folks are. Like those folks, meaning like students and where they're at, that generation right now. And that's not a like, get off my lawn comment, but it's, just how things have changed. That's one of the things as a parent, trying to do that with them too, making sure that our kids are grounded and stuff, so they know about this. Like our kids saw this stuff, they know about this, they know about all of these things that are going on, and they ask us questions. And our role as parents is to be that rudder as their ship sails through the waters as they're growing, and giving them the right basis to make good decisions for themselves. I mean, you're not there to make all those decisions for them, but there are some things that you have to do as a parent. And I think that there's some issues where, like, you can't tell me that a kid in kindergarten can make a lot of those decisions for themselves. You can't. There's no way. That's why you need a parent. You need a parent there to be the adult. You need the parent. Yes, you have to listen to the kids for some things, right? But not for massive things. You know, you as a parent should not be taking the lead from your kid who's a kindergartner or a first grader, right? You're there to teach them about how they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to act and how they're supposed to live their lives. As an adult, you are supposed to be there for them to do that. And, you know, anything else is kind of just ridiculous. It is to me ridiculous. I do have something in mind, but I'm waiting to see how some of these things sort themselves out this week. Two things can be true at the same time. Parents can make terrible decisions that will impact their children. And parents can also love their children and make those decisions based out of the love that they have for their kids. But it can also just be irresponsible to me. I mean, I'm thinking of something specifically on this. You're right. Incredibly specific. But before I get down that road, like, I think I need to spend some more time with my thoughts on this, to be fair, before I just start launching into this. Because there's an issue going on right now that involves what I boil it down to, nothing more than a parenting decision. Not for us, right, but a parenting decision. And it's going to change the way the public schools operate. It's going to happen pretty soon. But the question is how is it going to be, how are they going to address it? How are they going to move forward with this whole thing? Right now, this issue that's before public school, I don't know how far up the chain it went. I don't know where it's at. So we're just going to wait and see how these things happen. And again, it's sad. It's not even with the public. The PSS has to make a call on something. That's what they're. That's what I'm talking about. And I think maybe tomorrow is a better day to get into it. I think I just need a little bit more time. I've been thinking about this a bit, but I'm not to a point where I can really. I don't want to be thinking about it as we're talking about it. But there is something that I'm going to encourage you guys to join in on the show when we talk about it. And I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow or the next day, but it's a big topic. But I think it's a big topic that hit the mainland a couple of years ago. You know, this is something that could potentially really impact the public school system. And yeah, we're not gonna think it out loud today on the show, but we are gonna talk about, probably tomorrow, I think is when we're gonna really get into it. And then we'll talk about like priorities, what's more important, you know, and all this other stuff. But it's a topic that we're gonna jump into tomorrow, and you know, maybe the day after, but maybe tomorrow, based on how things play out today. Well, I mean, we are definitely going to be talking about it, but there's a big issue that's starting to build a little bit, and you guys have been sending me messages and giving me phone calls and talking about it, and you know, things are happening with this. So yeah, that's the thing. You're like, Brett, what are you talking about? You're gonna see it. We're gonna hit to that tomorrow. All right. Other stuff happening over the weekend. Let's transit. We're gonna take a break in about 5 minutes. Before we get to that, just some of the other stuff that happened over the weekend that was a little crazy too. Was all this stuff. It's not new about Russia's invasion of Ukraine. That's been happening for a long time. They've been fighting this war, And too many folks in NATO and the United States I think they're just waiting too long to just say everybody just needs to go in and get Russia out of Ukraine. And if it involves sending more attacks into Russia, then I'm okay with that too. Not an invasion, mind you, but send Russia everything they've been sending to Ukraine. The reason why it's becoming a bigger issue now is because Russia has been sending drones through Poland now. They've been sending drones, they've been sending things through Lithuania. And that is a big deal. They've been tracking movements. They've been sending surveillance drones also to track the units as they're moving. So they're illegally invading Poland's airspace, which is NATO. And Poland's been shooting those drones down. Not just the attack drones that have gone into Ukraine through Poland from Russia. But man, I'll tell you, that's kind of crazy. And it's just a matter of time, I think, before that thing starts to boil over. And I think the only way you deal with Russia on this one, you just got to melt them. You need to melt all of them out of Ukraine. Every single one of them, you just push them out of Ukraine to maintain the Ukrainian sovereignty. And that's it. You got to be strong. All this talk that Putin has about, well, hey, if you do that, then I'm really going to do something. I'm like, you know what? You're just going to acquiesce to that. That, to me, brings me all the way back to World War II. If you remember your history, it turns out Germany wasn't all that great, right? But the first thing they did was go and say, no, we just need the Sudetenland. And then we're cool. And through a policy of appeasement, they signed off on it. And then that was cool. Then they're like, well, we just need a little bit of this. Oh, we just need a little bit of that. Nope. You can't appease them that way. You just need to kick the snot out of them. And you can't tell me that Russia is doing this on their own either. They've already been using North Korean troops. It's already been documented. So there's nothing wrong. There's nothing overstepping using European and American troops. Kick the snot out of Russia and get them out of Ukraine. I mean, Russia's weak. They got some stuff, but they're getting their butt kicked by... They haven't been able to make significant progress in Ukraine for years. Just beat the snot out of them, kick them out, and then start over. And that's it. That's where your negotiations can start. Russia's not going to negotiate when they feel like they can win. Just beat them up. Beat them. It's true. You're trying to force a conversation with these guys. That's not going to happen. All right. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I hear you. But it's not making it worse. It's not exacerbating the situation. It's addressing it. I really feel like that's the thing. Speaking of that, China's not too happy about the Philippines, and they are now claiming hold on, let me open it up here. So we already know that China has just straight up taken land from the Philippines, right, and claiming it as theirs. And then they're harassing the Filipinos who are on those islands, who are trying to maintain control of their national waters, right? Is this one? Yeah, this is it right here. Hold on, let me open it up. And this is, China is waving its fingers against to the Philippines, warning them against any provocations now, because they have decided that they were going to make it a sanctuary, like an environmental refuge. Is that it? Yeah. And then to keep the Filipinos from getting their land back. They're saying not only is this Chinese land now it's a sanctuary, so you can't do anything with it. It's awful. Is this the, by the way, somebody sent me a message about Legionnaire's disease. Did you hear about this one? Sorry, someone just sent us a message right now. I'm reading that. Yikes. All right, we'll get into that. Okay. Now, all this stuff is good stuff, but I'll tell you what, we'll get to the rest of it. Oh, this I thought was really cool. So China launched its new aircraft carrier, and they took it through the Taiwan Strait. And what followed? The U.S. and British warships that went through right after, doing the same thing, same journey. And the Chinese Navy said that they were all happy about it as they brought their newest aircraft carrier through there. And then the U.S. and the British go through, and then they're like, wah. I love it. It was the USS Higgins, which made its way to Saipan before, which is great. And the British frigate, the HMS Richmond. They went through and did the same thing to ensure that the freedom of navigation still exists in the Taiwan Strait. And that's it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, we're taking a real quick break. We'll be right back.
All right, boys, you guys ready to see who got the longest bush?
Yeah, I got this. Let's go.
All right, boys, let's go.
All right, boys, ready? 3, 2, 1, bush!
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
Say something and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Prayer service for Charlie Kirk. I'm Daria Olbinger, Fox News. Hundreds are expected to pack the Kennedy Center soon to remember the conservative activist who was killed while speaking at Utah Valley University last week. We're also learning about some new activity at the scene of the shooting and at a memorial at Turning Point USA's headquarters in Phoenix.
There was digging at the site where the infamous white tent was that Charlie was shot in. University officials tell Fox grass is being ripped up to lay down new pavement and flowers to revive the area. One school official telling us they're trying to make it more beautiful again. And a man trampled a memorial for Charlie Kirk at the Turning Point headquarters in Phoenix. This happened just a few hours ago. Our photographer on the scene says the man kicked over flowers, vases, and balloons. Phoenix police say he has since been arrested. He was taken to the ground by an onlooker and then handcuffed by police.
That's Fox's Matt Finn outside Utah County Jail. A federal trial resumes on Monday for Ryan Ruth. He's the man charged in the second Trump assassination attempt in September 2024.
This week, so far, 13 of the prosecution's witnesses have taken the stand, including Secret Service, FBI agents, and local law enforcement. On Friday, FBI Special Agent Catherine Rose, she showed the jury several pieces of evidence left behind at the scene, including a Chinese-made rifle, 2 bags, a GoPro-style camera that was tied to the fence, and heavy metal plates, which prosecutors said were meant to be bulletproof shielding.
That's Fox's Dana Marie McNichol in Fort Pierce, Florida. Pope Leo is 70 years old today. President Trump's envoy to the Vatican brought him a cake from a Chicago bakery to mark the event. America's listening to Fox News.
This is Jason Chaffetz from the Jason in the House podcast. Join me every Monday to dive deeper into the latest political headlines and chat with remarkable guests.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com
or wherever you download podcasts.
The nation's top diplomat is on a 2-day visit to Israel after the IDF attack outside Qatar. Fox's Greg Palco in Tel Aviv with more on Secretary of State Marco Rubio's trip.
Earlier made a stop at the Western Wall with Prime Minister Netanyahu in eastern Jerusalem. Following the Israeli airstrikes on Hamas and Qatar, Rubio says he's looking for answers regarding a way forward in the crisis here. Very important talks with Netanyahu. This as a consensus is growing that Israel did not kill the key Hamas leadership in those strikes. The latest hint coming from Netanyahu himself in a post earlier today. There will be a summit of Arab and Muslim leaders in Doha tomorrow to discuss the fallout.
President Trump says he did get a warning from Israel before the attack on Qatar. Hamas says 5 lower-ranking members died in that same strike. A prolific 60s songwriter has died.
Bobby Hart was one half of the songwriting duo Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart. They wrote hit records for Chubby Checker, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Jay and the Americans, and several of the Monkees hits. They also produced the music for several Columbia Pictures films. Boyce and Hart recorded 3 albums together, one of which produced a top 10 hit in 1968. Jack Callahan, Fox News.
Frontline health workers who were exposed to an Ebola outbreak in Congo are now being vaccinated. Cases of the highly contagious disease were announced earlier this month. At least 16 people are dead, according to the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. 400 doses of the vaccine have been dispatched, with more to be delivered later on. I'm Daria Alderman. This is Fox News.
Hey, I'm Trey Gowdy, host of the Trey Gowdy Podcast. I hope you will join me every Tuesday and Thursday as we navigate life together and hopefully find ourselves a little bit better on the other side.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Marianas. It is Monday morning, 8:41, and my goodness, you're all caught up with all the news and all that other fun stuff, but man, are you caught up with the sports? What's going on with the NFL today? That's enough of a preview in case you're one of those guys or gals who waits for the NFL updates till tonight. Now's your chance to put on the earmuffs. So here we go. Give you a little update on what's going on right now. 3 games being played at the moment, the late games. You got the Broncos at Indianapolis. Indianapolis has the ball there driving, but they are trailing by 5 here with 8:45 left to go in the game. 28-23 Broncos right now. In Arizona, the Panthers are trailing the Cardinals 15-27, but they've got the ball and they're driving with 5 minutes left. They got a lot of hill to climb to get up there. Eagles and Chiefs, though, oh my God, Eagles, Eagles. They are leading 13-10 with just under 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They've got the ball and they just got the ball back. They are making their way over there. It is 2nd and goal at Kansas City's 5. They are in the red zone. And we'll find out what they can do. Pat Mahomes not having a great Pat Mahomes kind of day. 14-22, 117 yards and a pick. Saquon Barkley looking pretty good. 16 carries for 66 yards and a touchdown. Kelsey, or should I say Mr. Swift, is reeled in 4 catches for 61 yards. The Colts, by the way, just kicked a field goal to bring it a little bit closer. 28-26 now is the score, and the Broncos set to get the ball off the kick here in just a little bit. 3rd and goal at the 1 now for the Eagles as they are driving and right on the doorstep for a pay dirt here. Let's see what they end up doing. A close game between the Super Bowl entrance from last year. It is a rematch of it, and man, they are playing it way closer than they did in the Super Bowl. This is a more of an exciting game, I think, for the fans who bought these tickets. Late game today, Falcons and the Vikings. But here's what happened earlier in the day. The Bengals lost their quarterback, but they won the game 31-27 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Cowboys. Eric Larson is doing cartwheels down the street, even though he's got a bum knee right now, because his Cowboys beat the Giants 40-37 in overtime. The Lions, never in question, beating the snot out of the Bears 52-21. The Rams go into Tennessee to knock off the Titans 33-19. The New England Patriots, in a wild one, knock off the Dolphins 33-27. It was amazing game going back and forth. 2 kickoff returns back to back by the teams. It was amazing. 49ers ended up knocking off the Saints in New Orleans. They held on late by stripping the ball from Spencer Rattler, 26-21. The Bills do not have a hangover from last week's win, 30-10. Josh Allen just broke his nose early in the game, came back in with 14-25 for 148. James Cook, though, did all the running, 21 for 132 and 2 touchdowns. The Seattle Seahawks, they end up going into Pittsburgh and knocking Aaron Rodgers around 31-17, taking advantage of all kinds of Pittsburgh miscues. Sam Darnold having a great day, 22 of 33 for 295 and 2 touchdowns, while Walker's looking good out there catching balls, 13 for 105 and a touchdown. Smith and Jigba looking good too, 8 receptions for 103 yards. The Browns, still the Browns. They lose to the Ravens in Baltimore 41-17 on a day when the Ravens celebrate their history after leaving Cleveland. They also left Cleveland in the dust. So that's what's going on. And last week, of course, the Packers dominated the Commanders 27-18. That's what's going on in football. Now you are good to go. Frank Rasa, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here today. Now you're caught up with your sports. We already know about traffic. We know about the weather. We can't take another quick look at traffic, though, just real quick, because we know that folks are still trying to get to school. School starts at 8:45. You want to be there a little bit earlier than that, I would think. But still, that means buses are out on the road, and it means you're going to have to deal with those buses as you're getting around town. So let's take a look and see what's going on with your traffic right now. The roads are wet out there, so be careful out there, Marianas. All right, so where do you think it's going to be busy? I think it's going to be busy where the high schools are. And fun fact, not too bad. Let's get down there and take a look over there on Beach Road. We've got to get further south than where we are right now. There's a little bit of traffic built up for folks heading south on Beach Road over by the old AK intersection. Right now, not too bad. Scrolling down, and Mount Carmel's looking just fine. And everything's looking good. So, wow, what a surprise. Actually, nope, there we go. You can see the traffic now for folks who are heading north trying to drop their kids off over at Marianas High School. That's exactly where the traffic is right now, as people are making their way from the south with an F to make their way over there to drop their kids off at high school. On the south side, over for Saipan Southern, it's not too bad. But for folks trying to get up the hill over there at Tunkiyoshi Road and Asperdido, it is a little bit slow between the mayor's office and Guangdong Hardware. Everything in the further south looks pretty good. Over there at the Shell Dandan intersection, easy peasy over easy. Not too bad at all. Issa Drive looking good all the way around, even by Cagman, all the way down to Middle Road, and it's still looking good. A little bit of intersection traffic, as you would expect over there by the pickleball courts / tennis courts. Where it starts to slow down is over by the Gualarai intersection by the courthouse, and it has been worse before. Actually, it's not by there. It's across by the Shell station over there, and it's just be patient. Just be patient. Don't be trying to cruise past anybody, because you're not going to get there fast. You're not. And if you do, you're just going to see him at the next light anyway. So just take it easy, relax, and enjoy. All right, well, while that traffic is looking good, you know, you wouldn't even have to deal with the traffic yourself if you hopped on with Transit CNMI, because they are not just an award-winning public transportation system that's right here in our home. They will actually just get you where you need to go, and it's really cheap. $2 take you anywhere you need to go on the Blue Line, and it's only 50% cheaper if you get if you follow in one of the following categories. Are you a student?
Awesome. Are you a veteran? Awesome. Are you active duty military? Awesome. Are you an AMCO? Awesome. Do you have a disability? Even more awesome. Anyone who qualifies for that, you get 50% off. That's right. It's only $1 anywhere you need to go. And that is on the Blue Line between 6:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Weekdays and holidays, 6:30 in the morning to 8 p.m. You got to pay an exact change. And if you want more information, you can give them a call at 236-2682. They're awesome. I love Transit CNMI. Not only do they have great, comfortable seats on those nice buses with free aircon, they also have free Wi-Fi, so you can actually do what you need to do instead of paying attention to the road. You got to pay attention to your stops, though. You got to know when you want to get off of that bus. But I'll tell you what, while you're on there, it's pretty sweet. You can't ask for anything better than what they got. That's why they won nationwide award for having the best rural public transportation program in the country. In the country! Can you beat that? The answer, no. Transit CNMI is killing it for us right now. By the way, one of the places that you can't get to, unfortunately, on the Blue Line is Paradise Dental Spa in Saipan. They're located in Gualarai on Middle Road in that nice orange building with the really beautiful sign. But they have a deal, but you got to take advantage of it. We're halfway through the month, and this month in September is your month where you can get that sports mouth guard that is custom made for your grill. That's right. You need this if you want to be smart out there, especially if you're into contact sports and all that stuff. 50% off of what they normally do. And if you're on the Island Smiles discount dental plan, the only discount dental plan in the Marianas, you're going to get an additional 50% off of that. Can you beat it? The answer, again, no. So check it out. Discount dental plan for Paradise Dental Spa. It's $4 a month for singles, $5 for couples per paycheck. Sorry, $4 per paycheck for singles, $5 per paycheck for couples, and $6 per paycheck for the whole fam. Yeah, Paradise Dental Spa. They are the only home of the Island Smiles discount dental plan. And they take, by the way, they also take your insurance if you're over there with the military. Yes, that's right. They take just about everybody's insurance and the military. They got you. If you got that TRICARE, they've got you. Who else does that? Not everybody. They do. So give them a call, 236-4040, 236-4040. They will get you squared away and make you smile. I think that's their thing. They're all about your smiles. That's what they do. They're in the dental business. That's it. All right. Well, folks, again, we teased it a little bit today, but we're going to be talking about some bigger stories tomorrow, for sure. We know that there's bigger stuff coming down the pipe. And, some of it we're excited about, some of it we're not excited about. Some of it's just going to be a headache for some folks, too. Oh, man. Let's talk about this. Do you remember that video with that Tacoma and that car that got in the accident and ran over a bike and all that other stuff, too? What a freaking story that thing turned out to be. So apparently, the guy in the black car ran into the Tacoma. So why? Because they kidnapped him. Yes, they kidnapped that guy. Allegedly. So he couldn't call anybody or anything, so he ran his car into him. Those guys who kidnapped him tried to get him to unlock his phone so they could mess with it, and he couldn't do it. He ends up getting locked out of his phone, so he couldn't even call the authorities. He hits that van, that truck, and the truck peels off. Turns out that truck's owned by the folks who did all of the renovations over at Hopwood. Yes, that company, the ones that made that temporary building. And so then that company, to destroy the evidence, they chopped up that Tacoma. It's all pieces. Something out of a freaking movie happened in Saipan. I can't believe that that's the story. I mean, I believe it, but holy crap, man. Like, that's really what happened? Oh, it's going to be fun to watch that through the courts today. Speaking of that, while we're here, let's hang out for a little bit. Let's see. Let's just look up and see what's on the docket today. Monday is not usually the exciting day at the courthouse, but we could check it out here. So, NMI Superior Court. Bam, ba, bam, bam, bam. And they've got the court calendar on there, too. Federal court, too. We'll check them out in a second. Superior Court today. Let's take a look at the old calendar. Boom, boom, boom. Courtroom calendar. There we go. They've got it broken down by courtrooms, but I just want the whole calendar. There we go. General calendar. Yeah, a whole bunch of arraignments, a lot of criminal stuff going on today. Was that 9 o'clock? Yeah, 9 a.m. See if there's any names. Oh, yes, today's a big day. It's the arraignment for the big case that we heard about with the lieutenant governor when he was Homeland Security Emergency Management. Remember all that? Today's the arraignment for that at 9 o'clock, so we're going to have to head down there and check that out because you imagine that's, I don't know how that's going to go. Oh, here, we're going in there. Here's another name that Melinda Villanueva. We've had to show her videos of doing some things. She's got a couple of cases going on, so she's on there twice. What else do we have today? Some of the other folks who got into some scuffles over there. And then you got some family court stuff and all that. I'm not into the family court stuff as much because they're going through enough. But the criminal stuff, I think, is totally fair games. Let's see. Oh, geez. Yeah, some of the stuff is just, like the family court stuff, I don't even get into all that stuff. But today, 9 o'clock over there, if you want to follow what's going on with the lieutenant governor's case, that's going to be over there in presiding Judge Naraha's court in 202A. He's got everything going on in his court today. A whole lot of arraignments going on. So we'll go in there and check it out and bring it to you. I don't think they usually start right on time, so maybe we won't miss too much. Later, there's some review hearing stuff going on. Any other big stuff? That's all family court stuff. Pow, pow, pow. And then they come back tomorrow. But that's it. There's more stuff coming up this week for sure. But that's the big one happening today. So we'll get down there and let you know what's going on. We're going to wrap it up with that so we can get over there. And yeah, I know. Yeah, so that's happening. It's a busy day today. You know, what I was going to do is microwave this thing that we got from PHI. They say to microwave it. So maybe we'll end up doing that. I'm hungry. I was really going to use this and then go to the gym. It's got all kinds of protein in it. It's the brand is called Legendary Foods. It's got 20 grams of protein. This is the chocolate flavored protein sweet roll. 5 grams net carbs. Not too bad. They say to nuke it for 10 minutes. No, not 10 minutes. 10 seconds. Hold on. So you guys sit here and start singing a song. I'll be right back. I'm going to nuke this for 10 seconds. Then we're going to do a taste test together. That's the plan, Stan. I want to give you guys the full-on taste test. Let you know how it is. We'll give it 15. All right, we got it. Haha. All right, so when I talked to the guys at PHI, they said to give it 30 seconds. But, you know, after the one that we did last week, we did it for 30 seconds, and it was just too much. So I gave it, I was going to do 15. I'm like, let's just do 20. So we did 20. So here we go. This is the protein sweet roll, 220 calories from Legendary Foods. Here we go. This is it. Can you guys see it pretty well? Yeah. Think so. It's supposed to be really good. We're going to give it a shot. I'm trying not to get chocolate all over me, though. That's hot. That's really good. Oh, my gosh. Now, these protein things usually don't have the best taste. This one is really good. I'd take this over Winchell's. If it's healthier, with all that protein in it, then why would you do anything else? So 220 calories, and less than a gram of sugars and no added sugars. How about that? So you got a sugar-free treat, and it's loaded with protein, and protein's good for your muscles. You get older, you need to have it, but also your body craves it. And so when you get those signals saying, hey, I'm hungry, a lot of times it's just saying, hey, I need the good stuff. Protein's one of those things that help satiate that hunger. Well, try it again. Man. I feel like I got chocolate all over my face, so. I mean, you can pick these up at PHI. Oh, man. Thanks to Brian for dropping those off. All right. Now we're really going to go because it's 9 o'clock. We want to get to the court. So we'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Take care. And we'll be back again later today for the GOP press conference at 2 o'clock. So we'll see you in a little bit. And we'll be back again for the walk, for the Freedom Walk today, too. Take care.
All right, boys. You guys ready to see who got the longest bush?
Yeah, I got this. Let's go.
All right, boys. Let's go.
All right, boys, ready? 3, 2, 1, bush!
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.